How's it going, everybody? John MacLennan here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to play this epic Eric Clapton blues intro on guitar. This intro is from Ramblin' on My Mind from the Bluesbreakers record John Mayall and the Bluesbreakers, also known as the Beano record. I'm going to break this intro down for you note for note and even give you a tab as well, but before we get into the video, make sure to subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Also, if you're interested in some extra blues training, check out the links below. All right, with that said, let's jump into the lesson. All right, let's break down this epic Clapton blues intro. Here's what it sounds like. 1 and 2 and 3 and... So this is the intro to Ramblin' on My Mind, and he starts up on the 7th position, and Clapton's utilizing something called the train whistle lick, which I talk about in the training that you can get down below in the links below. But we're going to put our first finger on the 7th fret of the high E, and then second finger on the 8th fret of the B string. And then you're going to do a slight bend here with that second finger. It's a great blues sound. Now, this starts on beat 4. We're going to count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Then on 2, we'll just come off of that lick and move down to the lower part of the neck here. So 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now I use something called hybrid picking, where I play the 2nd fret of the A string with the pick, and then I pluck the B string with my middle finger. Just open there. So it's the note B, and then the B string open. So 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So we hit that and of 2, and then we play a half note on that open B string. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So this next phrase is a great down-home blues phrase. We're going to start with something that Jimi Hendrix would do a lot of, and that's called a trill. Love this lick. You can hear it in Voodoo Child and a lot of Hendrix tunes. Stevie Ray Vaughan used it as well. So we're going to play the open D string, and we're going to hammer and do a hammer pull-off on the 2nd fret. So it's just a little trill. And they're quarter note trills, so 1, 2, the main note is a quarter note there, the open D, and then we're just trilling back and forth on the 2nd fret. 1, 2, then we're going to do triplets and descend down a blues lick. Another great blues phrase here. We're going to hammer from the open D string again to the 2nd fret like that trill. Now here I personally like using my 2nd finger when I do the walk down, but I do the trill with the 1st finger. So you could do it all with your 2nd finger, whichever's comfortable for you. So I'm going, then I switch, and then I jump up to the 2nd fret of the A string, walk down, 1, open, and then on beat 4 we're gonna go. So that's open A, 3rd fret of the low E, just a slight bend, then open E. So, woo, what a cool lick. And then this is another really classic blues move where you bend down here, you hit the low E, but then you jump the octave. So you're going to want to practice that. Then we're going to use hybrid picking and some trills again here. for the next 2 bars. So what happens here, after you play the 2nd fret, so we do the walk down, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4. So you play the low E, and then you're gonna make like an E7 chord here. This is a real classic blues sound. Muddy Waters would use this a lot, and it's a little turnaround lick here where you move this E7. So you play the low E, and then you're gonna pinch, pick and middle finger here on the G string, pick on the A string, and you're gonna do a trill, this time is 0 to 1, which is that flat third to major third of your E7 chord. Great blues sound, classic blues guitar sound. You gotta know that one. Then you play the low E, then you move this shape up. See, I'm just going 1 fret up at a time. What a great phrase. When you get up to this position up here, 4th position, you slide down, and now we're gonna go to the B7 shape. And I'll just finger this chord. You could do this whole chord, but you don't need to because your pinky's not really, you're not really playing on the high E string. So I'm gonna play the 2nd fret of the A string, then I'm gonna pinch, then I'm actually bringing in there my ring finger. So I'm playing the ring finger and the pick and then the middle finger. And you could use 1 finger if that's easier for you, or you could start to bring in, you know, now we're using the pick and middle and ring. And it kind of sounds like Eric Clapton's palm muting that a little bit. So the last 2 bars go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and then that's just like a throwaway like guitar slide. You know, it says 12th fret in the tab, but it could really be anywhere. Just make this sound. You know, it's a sound effect. And then you're into a blues rhythm. So here's from the trill with the walk down all the way out. Here we go. 3 and 4 and... And with the train whistle lick at the top, here it is all together. 1 and 2 and 3 and... Have fun practicing this song, and I really hope you got some value out of today's video. Before you go, make sure to check out the links in the description below. I've got a free PDF that's all about soloing. It's a book I wrote called Melodic Expressions. If you enjoyed this video, this is really going to help you out for playing lead and just growing your guitar ability in that area. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you in the next video.